After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But
he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Darius Slayton, 31 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Set, ready. Blue striker. Claws red.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check steal. Red, yellow, red, cycle, black chop, black ultra. Red.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Falcons 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he's got Slayton on the slant, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a first down throw. Fields. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The open man here, Renfro. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Back to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Down. Claws red. Red. Yellow.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Fields. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is... Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now this throw caught left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Fields on 1st down. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 4th down, Fields got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Fields throwing again. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
3 yards remain for second down. On the counter, here's Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. To throw is Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Ready? Six, Madden.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. But still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Fields. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch Pat.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ritter's pass complete to Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Come on, set. Black shot. Black ultra. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out? And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 39. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Again, it's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Saints, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping times. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black.